mentorship is very important?
Oh, it's important, but for me, I didn't take a human mentor. For me, I said to myself, God, you have to be my CEO.
What would be the biggest risk you've taken touring this path?
For me, I believe that the first person you need to partner is God.
All right, my name is Chrissy Stylish and welcome to another episode of Risk It. Today's conversation is going to be a very beautiful one. And you know, on Risk It, we share stories of people who have risked everything to be where they are now. Today, I have a very handsome gentleman on Risk It, and I want him to introduce himself to our audience.
I'm Jacob Atoforsen.
And what do you do?
Oh, I'm a joiner, wood joiner.
Wood joiner?
Yes.
What's the difference between that and carpentry?
It's the same thing.
So why the name wood joiner?
You see, probably when you go to the tertiary, you do carpentry and joinery.
Okay.
You can call it a carpenter. I can also say I'm a wood joiner.
Wood joiner?
Yes.
Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't heard this before.
It's because we don't normally use it.
The wood joiner.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What do you specialize in?
Oh, my specialty is mainly on woodwork.
Woodwork.
I try to challenge myself, so any form of woodwork.
Well, nice. So for our viewers who don't know you, I know you are into so many things when it comes to being a wood joiner. For people who don't know you, who are you?
Okay. Basically, in my field, I do a lot of woodwork. Like when it comes to interior woodwork,
okay,
like wardrobe, kitchen doors, basically finishing, internal finish woodwork. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So someone would ask, how did it all start? Because you look like a very young man, so why didn't you pursue anything but chose to be a wood joiner? How did it all start?
Okay, it all started, you see, I come from a family of 5.
Okay.
We are 3 boys and 2 girls. Actually, my dad is a carpenter.
Okay.
So it's a family business.
Okay.
But it's funny, when growing up, all my siblings were like, they went to the technical school and all that, but I told myself I will not. So I pursued something else. I did agric science because I have a passion in animals and crops and stuff. So I wanted to be an agric person, either extension officer or a veterinary doctor. But along the line, a family friend of mine called me one day and she said to me, he said, "Hey, Ato, I can see you do well in the woodwork, so pay attention to it." And I said, "Okay, I will." She even forced to even take me to the tertiary to do the carpentry and joinery. So she made me to go to YMCA to inquire. But when I went to YMCA, they were telling me my intelligence in the work is too much for them to handle. So
that's interesting.
They can't keep me, so, and I said, okay, that's fine. And I decided to go to Accra Technical University.
All right, ATU.
Yeah, Accra Poly.
Okay.
To do the carpentry and joinery. And I was told if they will enroll me, I need to get a drawing certificate, which I don't have.
Drawing certificate?
Drawing, because I didn't pursue
wow.
the technical course.
Oh, okay.
in the secondary because I did a science course.
Oh, okay.
So I need a drawing, which is one of the requirements you need to have to be able to go and do the carpentry and joinery. If not, you need to get a testimonial.
Okay.
For them to give you a reference. Oh, he knows
how to do it.
How to do the work. Just want to specialize, get a certificate on it. But I try to provide all that, but I wasn't getting the one to endorse it for me, so I decided to do construction, building and construction.
Okay.
So I did it for a year, and I stopped on the way because I was already in the carpentry.
Yeah.
I was already.
So would you say you
yes.
developed keen interest in that, and then you felt like you already knew what it entailed, so you didn't even see the necessary?
Before the family friend spoke to me, I was already doing it.
Okay.
I was already in it already.
Okay.
But when she said that, I decided to see whether I can acquire certificate on it. That's why she said I should go to YMCA and all that and see whether they'll be able to enroll me.
Okay.
So when I tried all that and it wasn't going through, I decided to do something else, that is the construction. Put it in construction to just get a knowledge attached to the
business,
to the woodwork. So that was what happened.
Wow. So that's how come you got yourself into it. So would you say
no, I was already in it already.
Okay, so would you say it was because it was a family business, that's why you took that path, or it was something you actually wanted to do?
Okay, I would say it was a family business, that's true. And it wasn't something I wanted to do.
It wasn't something you wanted
to do.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, I wanted to do either to be an agric extension officer or to be a veterinary doctor.
Okay.
Those were my passion.
All right. So along the line,
you see, the carpentry also was my passion though, but I didn't want it to be like my big brother did carpentry
and then
in school.
Want to do.
The next one also did carpentry, and I'm also doing carpentry.
Okay, I understand it.
I wanted to take a different path.
Okay.
Even though the carpentry was there, I wanted to take a different path. But along the line, my auntie said she doesn't see me doing well in whatever I want to pursue.
Okay.
So I should focus on the carpentry.
Okay.
That made me to focus on it.
Okay. So let's go into the carpentry.
Yeah.
As you would say, a wood joiner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would be the biggest risk you've taken touring this path?
Okay, my biggest risk is, when I started, I normally use my capital to do the work for people. Probably, maybe if I give you a quote of 10,000 cedi,
okay,
probably you give me half of it and I'll complete with my money. And afterwards, I'll come and take the rest of the money. And you finish the work and you see people not paying the money.
Wow.
So those are my biggest challenge and the risks I've taken. So when I started, I lost a lot of money on the way.
Is it because you didn't actually you didn't actually pay attention to the business side of?
Oh no.
Business side of it?
No, it wasn't so. When I trust them that they will pay. And it turned out to be something else.
Okay, so that takes me back to my second question, or the third question. Have you ever regretted pursuing this path?
Oh no, I haven't regretted because I love to create.
Okay.
I love to create, you see. Creativity is one of the things that I love. I love to do things that challenge me to think. So I haven't regretted it at all. And it's my passion. And I always say, I don't do it because of the money. It's because I love to do it. I love to create something that the next, maybe a year later, I will see it and am I the one who did this?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, that has been the fulfillment.
Yeah, that has been the fulfillment, yeah.
Okay, so you know, in let me say, in Africa, we always say our passion doesn't really pay, because most of the things you are very passionate about, it takes a very long time for it to actually materialize into real money or maybe your value. How did you actually turn your passion into a career?
I've always said that I don't want to work for anyone.
That's been your...
Yes. If for anything at all, I'll work for myself.
But
I want
tough.
to be my own boss.
Yeah, but it's very tough to be your own boss.
Yeah,
because looking at the current situation in Ghana, you know, everyone is pursuing something. And then I was making reference, before we did the podcast, I was telling you that there are people who haven't found their purpose. You ask them and they are like, oh, I don't know what I want to do, but probably when I'm done with school, I'll actually try and find something else to do. So we live in a country where people are actually going to school because they are forced to. And then they come out and then they want to do something different. You get it? It takes a very long time for people to actually understand that, okay, this is the path I've actually wanted to be on, but this is me going to school for my mom or for my dad because they are paying the school fees. So they are done with school and then now they want to look for something else to do.
Okay.
You get it? How would you explain your situation? Did you always knew that this was the path I wanted to toe, and then I'm actually on the right path? As you said, like your passion has actually turned into a career for you now.
Okay, for me, I would say that I've always said to my siblings, I don't want to work for anyone.
Okay.
Even if in the field of agric, I always say, even if I want to pursue it, I'll still work for myself. If I went through it and I became a veterinary doctor, I will serve the state for a while. After that, I work for myself. So that passion, I took it through the carpentry also. So I remember one time we were in Osu, we were trying to finish a shop for a client of my dad. And I was telling my brother, I don't want to work for anyone. Because the way I try to put myself in whatever I do, the person can't pay me.
What makes your work different?
No, it's not a work per se, but I try to put myself in the work.
Okay.
Not that, me yama or namako. Me yen in such a way, say, Ochnebi.
You would call me again.
Befriend me. And I will frame a crown can say, Akwan was say, Jumano. You call me to just tell me why you Jumapa.
Okay.
You give me a good reference, you tell others about it. Because of that, I always say, Untumi Ntiamika. Because I mean, Jumama, I want to be Tiamika. Or I send your media. You get this, I can choose to do it anyhow.
Okay, so what's the fulfillment in what you are doing? Because at the end of the day, even though it's your passion, you need to be fulfilled in what you're doing. And then you've taken a risk, say, you know, you have a family to feed. Yeah. And then you can't just do this because you have the passion. Yeah. So for someone out there who is also into the same thing you're doing, I'm going back to the question that how did you actually realize the business side of what you're doing? Because, you know, we have the traditional carpentry work where they do, like, it's based on but I think in our era, your work is not something that has to be like the normal random carpentry that barbarian mommy. You get it? I don't know if you get my question, but
yeah, I get you.
Adding the business side of what you're doing to carpentry, how has it actually helped you?
Okay, you may be a chance here, but you will mommy like the carpentry per se. Like if you're an apprentice, they give you the little things. Even if you start with, maybe people may know you come from a carpentry background. But along the line, you should be thinking what you want to do. Because the time will come. Right? So there is money in it. So it's step one for you to think, I do me mama ni konwa. And I bet me mama could see baby papa. But if they went to me and yes, I dream, I'll be any keke.
Sure.
No answer, bokosa. But when you dream, be say, I do with mammy, ya dream being found. I mean, so muye, na mean any ye, because we any year, no one ever more than we did. It's a dream now, the better the away and who never manako yama. Because we had the it pays. Say, Ukobo Ubioko Niamumanwa, you 1 city, you 2 city. Because why you can ye, it can serve the person for a period of time and say,
yeah, it's very true.
Yes, into bit yawka. Into a honor, then say, we'll start it, or pick the way forward. Say, would you be dear grow and now be funny serious, and now baby papa a free mo. So we idea along the line of Vijay.
Okay, so let me ask, what has been your biggest fear pursuing this path? You know, maybe I make reference to the fact that when you don't have a purpose in life, you are just moved by everything and anything that comes your way. You get it? And then sometimes the fear of failing in life doesn't even push people to do what they want to do because they won't even start. What if I fail? Into Emma start to cry. What has been your biggest fear?
Oh, for me, it's been in me.
Okay.
So I said, it wasn't part of my thinking. Once I have decided, I say, and this is the path. I know there are challenges in it because growing up, seeing my dad working for people, what a human say, I saw finding way obey. It be a dinosaur. It be the client may take some of the courses. And I know the difficulties in it already, and I know the challenges also dealing with people. But we are the baby, and I'm on be new or how new, but I wasn't thinking of those ones because once I my dreams there, say you want win me, now I just want to be my own box. You know, that's what I go. I try to look straight, keep focus. Difficulties never, but
you find a way.
Yeah, me find the many. Ube ha me am say skakura na ode me kakura chale. The other many no so say dia owo mechi nti ano there. I don't want to lose focus because of 1 or 2 challenges.
So if someone wants to, a young person wants to pursue this path, what advice do you have for him? Okay,
the first thing I'll say is the person needs to be focused. And you need to challenge yourself also.
Okay.
Because a man may be a level you could do this year. So won't be a combedo. That's it. Because like a client may see something and just send it to you by WhatsApp or something.
You be mommy.
Yeah, they will be mommy. Me penny sa pepe. Before with me, I saw Jenny.
Sure.
And you ask yourself, Mayday, how do I go? Sometimes you maybe cry or the mouth, better you sleep over it. Be 3 days before you find your way out. Until you have to be setting in mind also. And you have grow. Every work needs focus. Every work needs focus. So if you are not focused in anything that you do, I don't think you'll be able to.
You'll be successful.
Yeah, successful. So the person needs to be focused, that's all.
Okay, so where as we end, what's your take on taking risk in life?
You see, life is about risks. If you ask any successful person, say, umbrella, we are dear Beba. But the point, but one thing also for me, I started with. I remember when I started. One thing I said to myself, I have to get a boss.
Like a mentor or something?
Yes.
Okay. So you think mentorship is very important?
Oh, it's important, but for me, I didn't take a human mentor. For me, I said to myself, God, you have to be my CEO.
Wow.
Because God is all in all. He's everything. So that's what I said to myself. So anytime I go out, I get a work and I meet a difficult task. The first thing I say, Papa, you get it. And before the close of the day, you see the ideas
comes in.
Will be flowing in my mind. Do this, do that, do that, do that, do that. And before you know, I'll find my way out. So that has been my source of inspiration, and everything I try to put it before him. Once I believe he's everything in all. He's a craft person. He's a banker. He's a manager. He's everything.
Wow.
So if you want to start anything, for me, I believe that the first person
you need to
partner is God.
Wow. Today's conversation has been very interesting. You know, I'm a fan of. I'm a creative person actually. So when I see people do things that I can't do, it marvels me, because people think creativity comes from just putting 2 or 3 things together. But sometimes you can have a project and then for about a day, like you can even go like 2 days. Not sure with him.
Oh yeah, sure. I remember there was a time someone introduced me to a client, and he gave me an antique furniture to do. It's a garden furniture, and I brought it home. It was on my phone, and I was viewing the picture throughout the night. I was taking details on the curves of the timber to attain the shape. And I prayed to God, God help me out. And before the close of the day, I was able to get how to sketch the patterns of the chair. So I did that, and I brought it to the shop. And I didn't want to lose sight of it. So I started putting everything together. I remember I finished at midnight.
You finished the work at midnight?
I finished the work at midnight. I started it, and I wanted to end everything that day. And before that time, I remember a pastor of mine was passing and was saying, Jacob, Inda, Adasa. And I was like, oh, Pastor, menya abirme ya dibi, mpede mi webefi. And in the morning, I was very happy because I was able to assemble everything to that same shape.
And I guess the client was happy.
The client was very, very, very happy. Even up to date, the client wants me to maintain that, and I told him that actually I've forgotten where the patterns are. If you tell me to work on it again,
It will be very hard.
It will be very hard. So sometimes it's you need sometimes and when you start doing the work also, you need to challenge yourself. So when they give you any difficult task, you want to work on it. So those were moments whereby me person me ye bibia and to odi afa odi ebra na menye mo nti anu de ahwehwe ne de ya na that kind of feeling ho upe bibi fufuro bia ye nti anu de it's good but we dey chop.
All right, thank you so much for coming, Jacob. I believe there are other people out there who have similar stories and also risk takers out there that want to share their stories with us. So if you have a very interesting story and then you want to share with us, you can just drop it in the comment section and then we would also read it out. If you want to also be on the podcast, you can also drop your comments in the comment section. Catch you in the next episode. My name is Kwesi Stylish.